Nonverbal communication is a crucial part of how we interact with others, shaping everything from personal relationships to professional interactions. It's often said that we communicate more with our body language rather than our own words. Our facial expressions are one, posture, tone of voice, and our appearance gives other important clues on how to respond to a conversation. While many people don't consciously realize it, nonverbal communication plays a significant role in how we relate to others. It helps convey emotions, attitudes, interactions, intentions that might not be expressed verbally. A smile, for example, signals friendliness, while a frown oftentimes conveys unhappiness. Nonverbal cues like eye contact, hand gesture, tone of voice, that can show whether you're engaged in the conversation, interested, or ready to leave. Emotions like joy, anger, sadness are often communicated through nonverbal cues. However, nonverbal communication isn't always clear. Sometimes it's ambiguous, which causes miscommunications and misunderstandings oftentimes. For instance, when someone says, "You look great today, we should go out sometime," the meaning behind that can be very unclear. Like, are they complimenting you, flirting with you, or just casually saying, "You look great"? So that can cause confusion, which is why understanding nonverbal signals is essential for having an effective communication barrier. In everyday life, nonverbal communication serves several functions. It can complement verbal communication by reinforcing or adding messages to the conversation. Like when somebody's talking and you agree to them, just nodding your head, that's complementing the conversation, meaning you completely understand. Or it can highlight specific points such as raising your voice when you're angry or excited. Nonverbal cues may repeat verbal messages like shaking your head while saying no, which I often do sometimes. And sometimes nonverbal communication substitutes the word completely, like such as waving instead of saying hi to somebody. Being aware of verbal communication isn't realizing the cues, it's being mindful of your own behavior. For instance, maintaining eye contact when somebody is speaking or smiling when interested, which creates like an openness in the conversation. The physical and psychological closeness makes interactions feel more personal, more welcoming, more enjoyable. However, misreading or ignoring nonverbal signals can lead to significant misunderstandings. For example, someone might say they're fine verbally, but their body language and slumped posture that might say otherwise. They might say they're upset or they're not having a good day. The disconnect can really confuse and conflict with the relationship and the conversation you're about to have. In conclusion, nonverbal communication is a powerful tool. It shapes how we connect with other people and how we converse with them. It provides context, emotion, and it just builds trust. Paying attention to both your own nonverbal signals and other people's, that can improve conversations, interest, it can build better relationships, and it can avoid misunderstandings. So maybe next time when you're communicating, remember it's not just what you say, but it's how you say it. That's what matters. And I think people should be taking that to heart. Like, you can say one thing and it means something to you, but somebody else might not understand it the way that you would, which would convey like the wrong message. But to make things like people need to make things more clear, I would